Well, hello and welcome back with our 30 weeks update with our twins. Uh, there's a lot that happened, and I'm going to go straight into it. So, we had our 28-week scan, very excited, and I felt like I haven't seen them for ages. We both felt like we haven't seen them for ages. So, on the scan, everything was perfect. These two were growing perfect. All the scan people were saying is, perfect, perfect, perfect. Liver, perfect. Brain, perfect. Stomach, perfect. Oh, they're perfect. And the other thing they said was that, it's not one that's growing more and the other one's behind. They were just growing perfectly together. And she moved down again, which is very good. Her head is down. His head is up here and legs are here on my belly button, and her head is down here for some reason. Her legs are here, so all the kicks are around this area. But apart from that, they're doing very well. They're growing really good. But mummy's not very well apparently, so they took bloods of me. I feel well, as much as you can be when you're carrying twins, but I've got a few issues, but at some point you just get used to everything, like pains and all that. And you're like, oh yeah, that's just pregnancy, because everyone just keeps saying to you, oh, it's just the way it is, just the way it is. And you just get used to everything. Every pain's fine, every itch is fine, every swelling of the hands is fine, everything's fine apparently. So, but when they took bloods, they said, your bloods don't look very good. It's not that I'm like I lack vitamins or anything. It's more like I'm like in danger of blood clots or something. So they said, we're gonna have to make you take blood thinners. I was like, well, I'm on aspirin, because I've been taking aspirin for ages, to be honest, just to prevent preeclampsia. But they said, no, that's not enough, and you're gonna have to start taking injections. So I was like, what? Anyhow, I'm on this now. There's quite a few pregnant women apparently that are on it. So we're on this now. And this is injection every day. Possibly at the same time. Looks like that. Doesn't look too bad though. Doesn't look too bad. Because the needle is small. But you can have the injections in your belly or in your legs. But apparently when you have like multiples and the age, etc., because I'm 37, it gets a bit dangerous in terms of blood clots. So I've been poking myself for 2 weeks already, because we're 30 weeks now. And, well, I wouldn't really poke myself because I can't stand that, but they trained Georgia. So she's poking me every morning. And I'm like, she goes, are you ready? I'm like, no. But, we're doing well, and it hurts, and you're a bit bruised here and all that. But, I don't know, I hate it. I hate my myonics now because of that. But, however, I'm going to have to continue taking that for ages, apparently. So, even if when I give birth, I'll still have to continue taking the injections for another, 6 weeks. Like, are you serious? So, that's what's changed since week 28. But I'm still taking my vitamins, and on top of that, I'm still taking my aspirin. My weight was good, which was great. And last week we had a guest from Switzerland, friend of ours, and that allowed us to sort out the nursery. So we are ready with the nursery. She came and helped Georgia build it, and I'll put a few clippets that I did. I was just watching really because I couldn't do much. I'm quite heavy now. Them doing the nursery. It's still on that video is not complete, but I'll put a picture is complete because their mattresses came later because my baby brain, you know. I'm thinking I'm ordering mattresses on eBay, and his covers just came, and I was like, are you kidding me? So I had to order again mattresses. So the mattresses came, and that looks a bit more complete. We also start packing their little suitcase because, you know, the midwife said, you know, after 30th week, you have to be prepared to shoot. Because if you get some pains or anything, you just have to come in and, you know, especially with these injections now, everything's a bit more complicated. Because these blood thinners, because if I go in hospital now in emergency, they can't give me like, I think some kind of painkillers or whatever it is, because the blood thinners. So it's a bit more complicated than, you know, and they said if you're not well, you don't feel very well, don't take it for a day or something. But I've been fine so far. But we got the 2 suitcases, and we got, you know, the baby stuff, because we're getting 2, you know, we're expecting 2 babies. So I've got the list here, and they said like get nappies, approximately 8 per day. So that means like 20 nappies for 2 babies per day. You need vests 5-6 per baby. You need baby grows 5-6 per baby. So you can imagine that the suitcase is growing and growing. Cardigans per baby. And hat per baby, scratch mitts. And, you know, if you want to take your blanket, take your blanket, but they will provide any. And then the other suitcase with my stuff, which is a lot of stuff, and including the milk for them, because I got a feeling that I probably won't be able to breastfeed, but you know, I'll try. But if I'm not able, we got these, it's Kendamil now, it's called now, it's Kendamil, and it's made here in England, but it's like really good first infant ready milk. They're small bottles. And I wanted to start them on goat milk, but they don't do the starter on goat milk, so it's got to be cow milk, but it's really good quality. So we got 3 boxes because they didn't have any more. They sell them in Costco. They've won a lot of wars, and it's really good milk. Not Costco, sorry, Tesco. Baby brain. And we'll get more. I think we'll have to go for, because the lady said we'll be there for probably minimum of 2 days. And, you know, these bottles are like that. So that's one feed. And I don't want to get the ones that they sell in the hospital, so I want it to be ready. So I'll probably need 5 boxes of them, and there's 6 in a box from Kendamil. It's like a little pink bottle like that. And then when we take them home, I'll switch them to the proper formula, that's goat formula, which is apparently a lot better for the babies, and you know, they have less issues with pooing and, you know, belly pains. And the goat milk is apparently the closest to the mother's milk, the human milk. So if I can breastfeed, I'm gonna try and do the best they can get, even though that's a bit more expensive than a normal cow formula. What else? Symptoms, in terms of symptoms. I'll be honest, it's not that much changed. But I've noticed that it's best to try and move more rather than sit down more and lay down more. When I feel like sluggish and tired, I just be on the couch, or, you know, I still work though anyway, but I work from home. And then you're getting worse and worse. It's more difficult and more difficult for you to breathe. And even going up the stairs is like, you're not just out of breath, you really can't breathe. And I noticed that, I'm not talking about crazy exercise, but like just going to Costco in the big shop and just walk around for 20 minutes or 30 minutes a day made me feel better. When I wake up in the next day, I feel like just going down the stairs, I'm not out of breath, and I can do a few bits, and I feel right on my feet. So little exercise really help, even though you feel shattered. And really important is I think what's because we're going further into this pregnancy, piles, as bad as it sounds, it's really bad. So you need to make sure to eat a lot of fiber, whether you find that in fruits, whether you find that in any other different food products, but you have to help your bowels work, because it's an agony. I had 2 days I didn't poop, and the agony I had the third day was just, and then you can't really take anything to help yourself poop, so be careful with that. And just, I really eat plums every day, to be honest, so make sure I eat plums, because the pain is horrendous. So this was one of my worst experience, and I've learned my lessons, and I thought, never again, plums it is. But any fiber will do. You need to just eat oats. I try avoid sugar, but I get a feeling of a can of Coke sometimes. Not that I can drink it all, but I get these strange feelings. Another thing, hot. I'm constantly hot. So in England at the moment, temperatures could drop to 5, 6, 7 degrees. And everyone around me is freezing. I'm boiling. Like, my hands are boiling. Everything's hot. I don't want jackets. I don't want anything. And that's a bit difficult. So I was saying to everyone, imagine if I was, pregnant in the summer, I would have died, probably. Another thing that has changed is they're kicking a lot more, and to the point that they could be a bit rougher. But hey ho, it's the way it is. I haven't had any hiccups yet or anything like that, or haven't felt anything like that. Let me think of other symptoms. I get the appetite, but you can't really put much in, and you get, like, you need the nibbles all the time, and it annoys me because I go in the fridge all the time. Every like 20 minutes I'm like, I need a bite of something, and it's annoying me because I don't want to eat it, but they want to eat it. So that's difficult. Also, what I've noticed is dinners at night. If you get a better dinner at night rather than, something that's pre-cooked, or let's just say you get a salad and a nice piece of fish, or I feel so much better the next day. I don't know why, and I didn't think the food's gonna change my night's sleep so much, but it really, and I feel fresher the next day. Yeah, swelling of the hands. Even today I feel like I'm struggling with my hands. Apart from that, I feel like I'm so heavy now. When I get up the couch, I feel trembling. My legs can't take me. I'm like 93 kilograms, 94.5 I think I am at the moment. So I'm scared where this is going. Belly is very itchy, constant, but I use that cream. I just buy it from home in bargains or anything, any place like that. We got our pillow, for the twin pillow yesterday. And we got some more clothing because we realised we were missing a bit of months in between 3 and 6 for some reason. We didn't have much clothes for both of them, so we got that. Other symptoms is I just get this, like, you're very dependent on food. So we just nipped to the shop yesterday because I wanted to step out of the house to just collect that pillow from Asda. And for some reason, I was just standing in the shop looking at something. I just started waving and I couldn't stand up, and I was like, oh my God. So I know they're starving or something. They're wiping you off. Even though I'm not hungry. You don't really feel hunger. It's very rare where to feel hunger. It's just a feeling. You have to go and eat. So straight away I was like, that's it. We're getting a sandwich and I just ate a sandwich very quick and I felt so much better, and a bit of a iced tea just to push my sugars up, and I felt a lot better. But it's just that you have to constantly feed them because they're growing rapidly at the moment. What else? I'm trying to think of any other symptoms. Out of breath, definitely. Rolling out of bed, even the couch, that's difficult. But I definitely feel like doing a bit more makes me feel better than not doing anything. Plus, I'm not active, but like I like to be involved in when we're doing something. And when they were doing the nursery, I was like, I want to do it. So it is difficult for me to sit around and just not do anything, but you just can't. And sometimes I stand up and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna cook this, and my feet get so itchy. Actually, they prescribed me pills for my itchy feet, or I have a shower 5 minutes and my feet get so itchy. But I haven't taken them really because it's only here and there I get the itchy feet, and it's not too bad. So I'm trying to think of anything else. We had the baby shower. We can put a few pictures in here. Loads of gifts, and we've asked for, I'll be honest, loads of gift vouchers, etc. Because, you know, you're at that stage that you got so many things already, and you don't want people to keep buying you the same things. Like, we ended up having like 10 blankets each. Everyone's buying us blankets for some reason. So I just said, if you give us money, it will be better, and we'll just go see how it goes, rather than just piling on like newborn stuff and then not having anything else. But it was lovely. It was lovely seeing the whole family and getting together and celebrating these two. It was pretty. I'll put a few pictures. It's like enjoying the last few weeks, and hopefully everything goes fine. Everyone says like, oh, do you have the Braxton kicks or whatever? I haven't had anything like that. I've been feeling really well. But what I really make sure is to drink a lot of water. Like, I drink probably 2 of these. These are 2-liter bottles a day. I drink a lot of water, and most of the reasons you'd get the Braxton Hicks contraction is because you're dehydrated. So you have to drink a lot of water. And I feel like I'm thirsty constantly. But you also pee like a psycho. So every 10 minutes I have to go to the toilet. It's just crazy. Sometimes even just getting a trip in the car. If she decides to lay on my bladder and we go over a bump, I just want to kill Georgia. I literally want to stab her in the heart. It hurts so much. So, and some days I've got really good journeys in the car. So it's a hit and miss really. Every day is different, but I feel good, and we can't wait to the point that we're like, can they not be born now? But I'm jumping because now they'd have to stay in the hospital, wouldn't they? And that would break my heart. So I'd rather them being with us here and enjoying them here, rather than them being in these, you know, boxes, what are they called? It's the belly. It's a good belly, I think. But yeah, I'd rather them stay with us rather than, you know, being out too early. But definitely the doctor said I'll be giving birth 37 weeks whether I like it or not, because that's when twins come out. So will be the case. But can talk about that in the next one possibly. Thanks very much for watching, and wish us good luck. And subscribe because it's free. Bye bye.